The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Carson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Jennings has it. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
To throw is Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
14.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check. Watch twist. 40. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the run. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. 14.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check. 14. Watch out.
Draw play. This is Carson. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 35.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field, and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
It's now 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, turn it up. Back. No. Check. Lucky. Shim. Slam.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Mike's 50. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike's 50. All day, every day.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Here we go. Watch 54. Hey, watch your lane. Switch. Hey, switch gears.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 50. Hey, Echo. 65.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Sanders. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Mike 5'4. Shorty. Undercrunch. Check 24. Joker. Check 3.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You ain't going nowhere.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Hey, wahoo!
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Howard. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
54. I got it. Check. Fresno. Bun. He's coming. X3. 218, chop it. Kill. Watch the ship. Lefty. Hey, watch the ship. Check nine. Hatchet. Hang in there now.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak, getting the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Sunday. Hey, high 7. Let's go, Mike.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check 3. Check safety. Sunday. Hey, Alpha. Here.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Pac-Man, waiting. Kill. Hey, tight. Hey, now look up. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? You ain't going nowhere.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
Mike's 50, Mike. Go. Pick it up. Topper. Bravo. Watch safety creeping. Hey, rip 5-2, on here.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Showing up. Lefty. 15. Check 15. Shift. Alert flare. Shift. Hey, 57. Protein spill.
Trying the right side with Howard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down by
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Ezekiel Ansah able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game. Yeah,
and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Sunday. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Mike 50. I'm coming. Mike 50. That's what I do.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Here we go. We're 20. 15. Check back 15. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 31. Check 31. Hey, Lou.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. Switch. Rush in.
Now Wentz. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now third down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
4 down. Alert. Big Ed. Kill. Hey, 57.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2-jet bomber. 5-9. Hey, box truck.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Here we go. 49, check 49. Here.
They run with Howard. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Come on. Under 10. Mike 50. 46 down, man, 5-4. Hey, zoom. Hey, watch the screen.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's caught by Howard. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike's 56. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Reload. Watch it.
They run again with Carson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
I'll go special. We got to step it up. Mike 56. Watch the run. 56 to Mike. Check. Watch the safety creep. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First down, Seahawks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Tighten up. 36 power. Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Again, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.